So this is how easy it is to hand launch and retrieve the Hubsan Zino 2 Plus. There we go. How many satellites? 15. Oh, heck yeah. All right, here we go. Let's launch this puppy. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. Hey, this is Dad Random. Yesterday, I went out and did some testing on the Hubsan Zino 2 Plus. And I ran into a problem because, of course, there's not a lot of information out there about the Xeno 2. And I didn't want to dig into things. I wanted to kind of, I guess you could say, organically start to learn a little bit about it, because I think I would be a better resource if I started from scratch. So I got it out to the location. I went through, the basic things that anybody that flies the Xeno or any brand new drone would go through. Everything actually went quite well. And until I started to look at the transmission of the video signal, and I started to see, now I'm using an iPhone, and I started to see glitching, meaning that I started to see latency in the video. And I started to do a little digging when I got back, because when I got home, all of my video footage was in 1080 and 720. And I'm like, did I not, usually these drones will default to, 4K 30 minimum. And this is supposed to be a 4K 60 drone. So I said, all right, I've got to do a little digging, because I'm going to redo this video, or I'm going to get rid of this dog, and let somebody else fight with it. So let's go check out the flight characteristics, because I really, really thought I was having a good experience until the video issue started to pop up. So let's go ahead. Let's get to the location. I'm going to go to the same location as yesterday. It's going to take me a while. We've got to get to the top of a bluff. It's Sunday, so it should be nice and quiet up there. And I'll see you there in just a minute. So, all right, here we go. Later. Bye. All right, Dad. All right. This is Dad Random, and I am back out to the site I was yesterday. We're going to give a little bit of retribution to the Xeno 2, the Plus model, because yesterday we believe we had an inferior card in there, at least one that it just doesn't like. So we went from the SanDisk card to the Samsung card. So we'll go ahead really quick, take the Xeno out of the box, and I made that switch yesterday after doing 4 different cards, checking 4 different card types. And this is the card I eventually decided on. This is the one that I used for my Pocket 2. But the Pocket 2 right now is using a SanDisk card, high-speed card. So it likes these. I did a format on it, so here we go. I thought the flights went really good yesterday, so I'm hoping to recreate those same flights. Maybe get another drone of interest out on the market with a little more gusto, because right now we have very few choices, and most of our choices are really expensive. This is an inexpensive choice for a large drone platform with a 4K 60 camera. That isn't $1,000. I paid $499 for this. And if I can give this drone some legs, meaning that I can get some interest around it, true interest, interest that would validate its, its existence, so, and get some people excited about it, I think that it would do us all a favor. So, not too disappointed in this. It does have a toyish quality to it, but it does feel the same weight. I'm sure that's a lot of is the battery system that's in it. But let's go ahead and fly. And you'll be surprised how easy it is to get into the air. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of that going. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and get flying. So we'll be right back. All right, yes. Dad Random's back. We've got the phone, iPhone 10. Actually, guys, I don't even remember what iPhone I'm on. There's so many different iPhones. iPhone 11, sorry, iPhone 11. Gosh, that's what you do when you get older. You start making those silly mistakes. But setup is pretty simple. One of the things I noticed is that the gimbal protector for the Xeno does come off a little bit easy. But in a way, that's kind of good, because when you have it in a protective cover, I'll show you in just a second. But the iPhone sets up pretty simple with this. That was a very quick setup. You can see it looks nice and clean. It has that it has that nice clean look. I really like that. I don't really like that it's so clean around the control sticks, but these are removable. So that's a great thing as far as transportation is concerned, and there is a place to store them inside of the body. So I do like that. I do like that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get the drone set up. So here's your gimbal holder. Nice that it does have see how that kind of pops out like that. That's a good thing. You want it to just keep the gimbal protected, but you don't really want the protective holder to come off that easy. But it does have one, and it does work really well. Go ahead and put that down. The camera is metallic. It's built really well. It's robust. The gimbal itself that the camera's on is very robust. And I do believe, I haven't tried it yet, I do believe you can unscrew the lens cap. I don't know if there's any filters for this one yet. I wouldn't, if it does take off as a product, if people do start buying it, you will get those aftermarket products, but we'll find out. But watch how easy it is to set up and to put in the air. So I'm going to go ahead and fully charged battery. I'm supposed to get 35 minutes. I probably am not going to fly for 35 minutes. There you go. You get your Xeno startup. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the controller. Now you can see that I have both hands free, and that's a really, really important thing for me, since I'm probably going to launch this hands free, meaning that I'm going to hand launch. So I'm going to go ahead and we're getting a start up here. Today I'm going to shut off my notifications. I had a lot of notifications coming through yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off my actually I'm going to put it in airplane mode temporarily. Actually, here, let me leave it on there. Let me leave the Wi-Fi on for a minute, make sure it gets set up, and then I'll put it in there once I'm ready to fly. Go ahead and launch the Hubsan app, the Xeno 2 app, enter device. It gives you a bunch of different options, at first. I don't like that, but there you go. I think these drones all, oh wow, that's really nice. So we have 9 satellites. I think I had as many as 15 last time. So it says remote control. Let's see, aircraft connected. Here, I'm going to put this up top here, so I can watch the screen as it gives me information. So that's good there. Let's go ahead and make sure we have a calibration. I'm going to do a compass calibration. It's always advisable. So this one, you spin this way, and then it suggests that you turn it down like this, and that's probably because of the gimbal, to make sure the camera is not working. So we go like that, and it doesn't give us any audible beeps. Oh, because I'm not done yet. All right, it's saying, hey, keep turning it. All right, I didn't listen. Let's see if we get green lights. It's saying that. Yeah, turn it down. Just paying. Hey, I'm just listening. Okay. And go like that. Hopefully that's enough. Yep, there we go. All right. So I do have it set for feet. It says it's 2 feet off the ground, and it's at least 3 feet off the ground, so we're a little off there. But all right, this is what I want you to really see right here, the launching. Go hit launch. Are you sure you want to take off? And hit OK. There it is. That was easy, wasn't it? All right. So hand launch. It does want to like lean away from your hand. You go ahead and bring it down a little bit. There are no sensors except for the bottom sensor. Let's move it away a little bit. We do have a little bit of a breeze. Here, let's get it in front of you so you can see it. And then one of the things I had here, it is buffeting a little bit. Get it out there. But the wind does have a little bit of an effect on it when it's just hovering. But I noticed that it didn't take much time before it really settled in. So I'm telling you, that's not a deal breaker at all whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in video mode. Let's make sure I have my video set up right today. I have. Let's see it. Let's see. We're gonna see it. Yeah, see it. It does default to 1080p. So I'm gonna change it to 4K. And I'm going to also switch the frame rate to 30. I want my frame rate to be the same for both of my videos, both this one and the other one. So that's why I'm going to go 4K 30. All right, we got 14 satellites. Let's get it out a little bit so it's a little quieter. It is maintaining its altitude with the ground because the ground drops off steeply here. And you'll notice that, let's see if I move it this way, because it does have sensors at the bottom. It's maintaining its altitude. So let me pull it back a little bit. Yeah. The sensors are keeping it at the level of the ground, so the sensors are working really well. So let's go this way. Let's bring it closer to me. All right, let's go. Let's go take a flight. All right, 92%. Looks like in all the launching antics that we've done. Let's go. I'm gonna take off. I'm going to go through this little wash area. I think I'm going to follow it up, try to get some low-level targets, and then I'm going to go to the top of the hill there, get higher, bring it back along. There's a ridge up there, so everything is really good as far as sight lines are concerned, drone control. We'll see if there's anybody on the trail today. Yesterday, I caught Craig, and he had his cousins in town. It was Saturday, and they were driving their ATVs around here, so that was kind of cool. So he came over and visited with me. All right, here we go. All right, it's time to start. It's time to start the video. All right, we're recording. So here we go. And I'm going to give it some. I'm going to say we're going to follow this feature here, and just so you can see some of the ground effects. And I'm pushing straight forward. We're just going to follow the ground. Now I'm trying to see if we're getting the smooth video, and it does seem to do the same thing as yesterday a little bit. We'll see when we get out a little bit further. But it's not a smooth video transmission. It's a little bit choppy. But I do have a high-speed card in. It did say Good, that card passes the high-speed card test. Let's get some altitude here. And let me turn off on my phone. Let me turn off let's go in airplane mode and see if there's any Wi-Fi, 5G Wi-Fi interference. So I'm in airplane mode, and we're just heading out. We're going to the top of the hill there, but I'm going to go this way here and get out that way, so I can follow along the feature of the trail as soon as we're at the trail right now here pretty soon here. There we go. See if there's anybody on the trail. But it is choppy transmission wise. Oh, there's some people out there. I can actually see the people over there on that trail. Hopefully I don't bother them. There they are. We're going to stay away. We'll definitely stay out there. We're going to go over the edge there. Let's get some altitude. I always like to follow. There we go. There's the folks that are. Let's stay away from them. There's the folks that we are enjoying our hike with today. And a little bit of wind drift, but it seems like it's drifting, but it's really not. This trail does curve off. So we're not getting that buttery smooth AccuSync. But remember, this is a $499 drone. So the truth will be known with the actual video itself. So the quality of the 4K. So we're going along there, and I'm going to turn it around here. I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to look for a picture here. Now, I did try to take a picture the other day, and I do not believe it photographed unless I took it out of video mode. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, switch over to photo mode, take a picture. There we go. Let's see. Let's check the white balance. Let's put it to sunny day. Take another picture. There we go. Now I'm going to turn back. There we go. There's a much better picture. Got the trail, and I'm just right down to the bottom right there. We got a little drift, right? Seems like we got a little drift. Take a picture. Okay, there's a couple pictures there. Just look down GPS wise, and you can see we're drifting a little bit, and there's those folks on the trail there. I don't know if that's an issue. Let me go ahead and get video. Let's switch it over to video here. Okay, so we're back in video mode. The battery's at 74% right now. So we're just right over here, right on the edge up there. So I don't know if they're watching me or what. But I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna go the way they're going, because this is where the sun is most working its best magic. Now I could put it in Xeno mode. You've got a mode button, and your choices are fine, normal, and sport. And we're at satellites are at 15. Let's point the gimbal down. Yeah, it's the gimbal's very choppy. But it's all about, to me, it's all about the video quality on the, let me go ahead and we'll turn it this way. We'll just come back. Now this right here is a really good detailed shot here. And remember, this is a $499 product. Now I'm coming right back. And let me see if I can get there you can get there's a pretty view right there. There's a trail you come up just off of this area right there. There's that trail. It's the one I basically followed to get here. But we're just hovering. We're just chilling. All right, so I'm going to bring my altitude down. In real feet, we're probably, because since you got to understand that my altitude is different. We're only maybe 75, 80 feet off the ground off of that trail right there. So I'm turning it back to where I'm standing right there, and I'm going to get low as I come back in and hug the terrain. We won't get too low. We definitely won't get too low. But if I'm thinking you're looking for an option, a drone option that is, there we go, right there, that is inexpensive, that you're not going to, fly too far. I'm thinking what you want to do with this one is definitely, if you can, put maybe a 4-Hawks system on it, antenna. I don't know. I'd have to look at the 4-Hawks site if they support the Xeno products. I think they have adapter plates, and then you just put it on. But we are coming back. And it seems to be flying well. Like I said, the biggest thing is you just got to understand what you got to understand the limitations of the technology you're using. And there's that little ravine there. Get down in there. I like that. I like the rocky terrain. I always look for rabbits, and then I see if I can find a coyote, because that's actually a coyote den over there. That's where I was shadowed by one, Steve and I. Who's that down there? Is there somebody down in there? Let's check down there and see. I actually did a video in that little ravine down there with the Mavic Air. So it's just right here. I can see it right there, just hovering over that little area there. Be kind of cool if you could zoom in, So we're just taking our time. We got a lot of time with this. So we haven't even used half the battery yet. So you'll see me in just a minute here. There I am right there. I can hear it really good. She doesn't have quiet props. We'll just say that. But and I probably would fly this specific drone in places just like this. Class G airspace. Not a lot of activity. Maybe some maybe some bike traffic, some motorcycles, some ATVs, sand rails. There we go. Of course, this whole flight is going to be, let me go ahead and turn her off, and this whole flight is going to be judged by one thing. Go ahead and land it. Okay. All right. there's one thing that's going to be the determining factor of whether this thing lives or dies in the drone community. And it's probably going to be the quality of the video that this thing takes. So I'm going to hold my judgment to that. And I had, let's see, I've got 28 minutes. Holy crap. I'm definitely going to be editing this video down because there's a lot of crap in here we don't need to see. But that's not bad at all as far as a drone is concerned. That's a lot of time. And I said I had almost like, I don't know, it was not quite, it was down to 30%. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to check the video. But there's nothing I can say. If you've flown Mavics or you've flown drones that are in the thousands of dollars, okay, we're just going to put it right out there. We're just going to say it. You can't judge this thing like that, because guys, it's just like anything in life. You get what you pay for. But if you don't have a lot of dough and this thing takes the video, I hope it has the ability to take. Because I have to trust that there's people out there taking 4K video that's really 4K video that this is taking. Because quite honestly, I could put up my Mavic Mini right now and say, hey, look at the video it took. And you know that Mavic Mini is going to take some absolutely amazing video. I don't know that this is going to do that. So, but I did take 4K 30 today. But let's give it a chance. If this company is going to keep pumping out products, and those products are going to get better and better. Think about what's going to be happening with the 5th generation and the 6th generation. So Hubsan is learning, and we need to get companies that are learning as well. I think it would be nice that they use the quiet prop technology. These aren't bad. I mean, it's not loud. It's not obnoxious. It's not like the Mavic Air with that high pitch, but it's definitely not as quiet as an Air 2. The Mavic Air 2 is so quiet, and the Mini. Guys, you can't. If I put the Mini right out there, you wouldn't even hear it. But let's give it a shot. Let's give it a chance. I'm not totally dissatisfied with with what it does for what it costs, and that's kind of the reoccurring theme I hope you're seeing in this video. This is a $499 very large drone with a 4K 60 camera. It says 4K 60. I'm just going to take some 4K 30, and I'm going to freaking cross my fingers. I like that this company is trying this, and I think if they can get this right, they can make a mini version. Even though it's a toy, it's an expensive toy. Build quality, nice and robust. But let's give the Hubsan a chance. It keeps fighting hard for us in the drone community. It's trying to find its GPS market. It's trying to find its first blockbuster, and they have to start listening to the consumers. You guys want to see me hand launch one more time? All right, let's do it. All right, I got to do it. I got to hand launch and retrieve. Let me show you how easy it is with this thing. All right, look, real quick hand launch and retrieve. I'm gonna hold it out this way a little bit instead of this way, and see if the optical sensors will push it out this time. All right, here we go. Let's launch this puppy. Here we go. Okay. Whoa! You like that one? Guys, I had no doubt. That was going to do. Did you see the sensors pick that up? That was pretty good. She's like, what did you just do to me? Oh, yes. I should have maybe waited a minute. I don't know. I'm not worried about it flying at me because it's not smart enough to fly at me like the Evo 2. Sometimes your drone can be too smart. Here, watch. Here's a retrieval. There we go. There's retrieval. There it is. Xeno 2 Plus. Okay. Is it worth it? We'll find out. If the video's good, maybe it is.